Hello and welcome to another Warcraft the audio commentary shoutcast. This is game 2 of the best of 3 in the HiNice Cup series. That's a little bit wordy. This is game 2 of the best of 3 matchup in the HiNice Cup series between eMaL, spawning as the red orc in the lower left part of the map, versus eMaLfans, spawning as the blue human in the upper left. I was trying to think of a name like he's the eMaLfan. He is the eMaLfan versus the eMaL. So it's very cool. It's very cool. I like it. Hopefully you guys do too. I think it's cool. It's a little bit confusing to cast. It's like, oh, it's eMaLfan. Oh, it's eMaL. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think it's confusing. It might not be as confusing as I think it is in my head, but at any rate, let's go ahead and get into this game. We do see eMaL getting out the Blade Master, going with a standard altar and barracks opening. This is Secret Valley, so there's lots of chances for that Blade Master to get very strong. For example, at this camp, you can get a +9 claws from the Ogre Magi, and from this guy right here, this 4-12 Berserker, he can get +6. Same thing over here on this side. This can drop you +12. Can drop you +12 claws. He gets 2 consumables right here from the middle of the map. So you get a +15 potion of invulnerability, for example. And then I think you can get a +6 from this camp as well as from this camp. So it's a lot of chances to get a lot of damage on that Blade Master. So. But anyway, we're going to see the Archmage being cooked up as the first hero for the human player. And he's going to go ahead and militia creep out this camp right here, this null camp. Then pick up a Gloves of Haste as well as a Tome of Strength, which is going to be 25 additional HP, which is nice. We're going to see it looks like eMaL making a beeline over here for wherever the human is going to be, deciding he's going to go ahead and try to creep out this green camp. Nope, he says the human player is right here. I'm going to go ahead and go for that Archmage instead, pulling away that green camp, trying to deny experience to this Archmage if you can. Keeping that Archmage at level 1 is a big deal if you can do so. Trying to block the Archmage with that Grunt could do so. And we're going to see that it looks like eMaLfan, the human player, is now teching to keep. And down here we're going to see it looks like almost halfway through the Orcs player tech as well. So both players are teching right now. I'm not going to see any tier 1 expansion play in this game. And it looks like eMaL now trying to go ahead and finish off this green camp. Going to see it looks like eMaLfan's Archmage right here, and he's going to go ahead and try to right click on that Grunt. Could do. Could do. You know, yeah, could do is a word. It's a phrase. I think I can blame Yogg's cast for it. I think I was watching one of their videos, and one of them said could do in a British way, and for some reason, like, British accents really get in my head. But anyways, we're going to see this footman that was being chased by the Blade Master. Looks like actually there's a militia creep camp being crept right here, or a green camp being crept by the militia right there. Go ahead and drop a Mantle of Intelligence. Going to pick that up. The Blade Master actually sold his TP, and at both shops picked up a circlet. I didn't actually catch that, but that did happen right at the early game as he was running over here. Both circlets, of course, makes your Blade Master very strong. We do see that Grunt that was taking some damage down here at this Fountain of Healing, healing up. And where is the rest of... here it is. eMaLfan's army, the human player's army, has come into the burrows to the base of the Orc. And he's going to go ahead and right-click on these burrows, try to take them down. But you see 2 Water Elementals as well as 2 Footmen. There is no defend on these Footmen just yet. We're going to see that Archmage immediately taking a bunch of damage. The Archmage does have a Boots of Speed as well as a Dust of Appearance that he picked up from the shop. The Blade Master now also has a Boots of Speed as well. He picked it up from the other shop. Of course, there are 2 shops on this map. That is fairly nice if you are a player playing against Orc, simply because, one, it means you get your boots, but at the same time, it also means that the opponent's going to have the boots as well. It's going to be kind of hard to stop an Orc player from getting their boots, but it's a possibility. But anyway, we're going to see it looks like eMaL going ahead and taking out these Water Elementals that are in his base. And we're going to go ahead and see him picking up a Shadowhunter second. And that is nice. He's going to go ahead and put up a 3rd Orc burrow. And he's going to do that because he does need to have burrows. He needs the food, of course. Over here for eMaLfan, we're going to see him at tier 2 now as well. Is picking up a Beastmaster as his second hero from this tavern in the middle part of the map. Coming down here, and he's going to, let's see, where is the Orc player? Orc player eMaL right here picking up a Tome of Strength, perhaps. Yes, that's plus 25 additional HP, which could be the difference. How many times have we seen units get away with like 6 HP, for example? It could definitely be the difference, but here comes that Shadowhunter about to come out. We do see that Bestiary being targeted. There's a second Bestiary on its way down, actually on the other side or over there as well. and that Shadowhunter is now out. Going to right-click onto that Beastmaster with the Blade Master. It's still level 1 on this Blade Master. Going to see a Hex going off onto the Beastmaster. Will the Beastmaster go down? Very likely to see him die right here. It's going to be very difficult to stay alive. He does not have a Boots of Speed. Going to be chased down by a Boots of Speed and Windwalked Blade Master, of course. Will one kill him from that? And the backstab, yes, indeed, it will. 40 bonus damage with that backstab. So that's quite frightful. Brings up to like 80 or 90 so damage to that attack. We're going to see this 2 footmen as well as this water and elemental and the Quillbeast that was the last summon as his final act. We do have 2 Quillbeasts actually right here trying to take down this this burrow. We see that Archmage actually getting trapped here by this grunt into this orc space. Will we see this Archmage go down? It's a possibility. It looks like he's actually going to be able to micro his way out of the space without too much trouble. And these burrows are not going down, but he keeps doing damage to them. Even though they're not dying, it's not a huge deal. The reason that you want to keep doing damage is to force these guys, these peons, to not mine resources, to keep them repairing. And that's it's really nice to do so because, of course, that's a big economy boost to, you could say, to the humans' economy, because whenever the orc isn't actually making units, when he's not getting those tier 2 buildings up, and then essentially it's better for the human player. But anyway, we're going to see that Archmage taking some damage, getting a couple of hexes, getting some windwalks, and going to be forced to TP out. And do we have an Arcane Sanctum up? Yes, we do have both of those Arcane Sanctums up. This is going to be fairly standard from what I can tell. I'm going to go ahead and predict that the human player is going to do pretty good in this game. He's going to have a strong tier 2 at any rate. I don't know if it'll be enough because that orc does have those 2 beast areas now going up right now, and we're going to see it looks like eMaL coming into the orc's base. We're going to see a dust going off into that Blade Master. We're going to see a Hex on the Archmage as well while he tries to kill the Archmage. However, that Blade Master has been sort of surrounded right there, and he's now slowed, trying to run around the shop here and find some target, but he's not really going to find anything. Now, he's always targeting that priest, but he's going to have to run away at this point. As you can see, taking so much damage on the Blade Master. It's something you really want to avoid if you can. But now we do see now the human army is in pretty good shape, and he could pose a counter tower attack, and it looks exactly what he's going to do. 3 ivory towers have been picked up for the Archmage. We see some peasants or militia as well coming across the map. I'm going to see that Shadowhunter pulling those creeps in, trying to delay this push as much as you can just by blocking those units. As you can see, dealing some additional damage. It was a nice move just to go ahead and attack, then wake up and pull those creeps out of that position by that Shadowhunter. Going to go ahead and do so as well with the shop. As you can see, really nice play. Going to go ahead and do so once more. Really nice play by eMaL doing this is really cool. As you can see, it's not going to do a whole lot, but it's going to do a little bit. Going to go ahead and actually ensnare one of these militia, which, you know, that could again be the difference between something. I mean, it probably won't be, but it could be. And we're going to see that Blade Master's in the base healing up. We're going to see Wind Riders on the way. Now, Wind Riders may not be the best choice here because there are going to be Quillbeasts, and Quillbeasts do really well against light air units. And there's going to be casters and towers. I mean, it's an interesting choice to do that, but it looks, I mean, he may very well be able to pull this off, but it's going to be hard. This is, I mean, maybe this was his Hail Mary. I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see. So we do see these 3 ivory towers are on their way up. Is he going to be able to take them out? Possibly with 1 Wind Rider and that the Shadowhunter. Maybe not though. You know, it's the Blade Master's now attacking as well. The Blade Master can do so. We do see that Wind Rider actually taking some hits from the Archmage as well as that Water Elemental right there. And will he go down? Very, very close to going down. I'm not sure if it's going to actually go down. Down it goes indeed. Just too many hits on it, and we're going to see that the 3rd tower actually going up, and that Shadowhunter now at very low HP, at 100, less than 100 HP at this point, sub 100, and we're going to see that now the Blade Master actually at 439 HP, so he's about a little over halfway through. And he's not doing too bad. He's trying to kill some units if he can. That guard tower is, of course, up at this point, which is going to pose a problem. We're going to see that grunt going down, and that Blade Master now trying to push the Archmage out of the fight. Of course, there's no healing right now for this human army in this fight, but there's really not a lot going on for the Orc as well. And as you can see, it looks like he's got some Raiders on the way. Raiders could definitely be what he needs to use right here. Raiders will be able to dispatch with these casters fairly quickly because they do have unarmored. And that Shadowhunter is actually going to go down. Down goes that Shadowhunter. He was actually, I'm not sure what he was trying to do with that Shadowhunter. I thought he would run it away, but he actually didn't. And we're going to see now, it looks like that Archmage is well taking some damage. But will the Archmage go down? It was a possibility, but not going to happen. There was just, the Blade Master kind of got blocked there a little bit by those peons, and that just ended up not working out well for him at all. And even if he hadn't, the speed scrolls wore off, and he was slowed. So That's a problem. It is a problem, but we do see now eMaL trying to get over here to the shop, taking some damage. Going to go ahead and maybe pick up a potion of healing, perhaps. Does he have enough money? He has enough money. Goes ahead and does so. Takes one more hit from that Beastmaster. Going to take probably one more hit before he goes ahead and do it. Nope. Going to go ahead and pop that potion of healing before he decides to take that final hit. And we're going to see perhaps this guard tower. There's a second guard tower now up actually at this point. Trying to take it out. Will he get to it? It's very, very close to going down. One more hit, maybe two more hits. I can't tell. Oh, it's so close. Down it goes. Down it goes. It's hard to tell what's going on with all these HP bars. Let's can we turn them off? We can't turn them off, I mean, with ults, but that Blade Master is down to 19 HP, as you can see. For the most part, we don't need those. I like the HP bars on. I think they're helpful. But the problem is that Blade Master is now in a bit of a trouble position here. He could go ahead and Windwalk should he want to. He's probably just trying to bait an attack. There we do see a little bit of attacks being baited. It's not a huge deal, but I mean, it could help, and you know, it's going to allow you to keep that Windwalk for a little bit longer. He might break it early, but as you can see, Magic Sentry's actually been researched on these guard towers, so these guard towers do actually go ahead and reveal invisible units, and that means the Blade Master, in this case, as he's Windwalking around, can go ahead and see him with another potion of healing. Now that Shadowhunter is not in a great position here either, he's probably going to go down because he doesn't. Yeah, there's nothing he could really do. I feel like eMaL's just been on a downward spiral for some time in this game, really ever since that Wind Rider came out and this tower push came in. He lost so much during that harass from the human player, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and call GG, so that's good game. That is game number 2, if I can, there we go, game number 2, and hopefully, it was an interesting game. I feel like eMaL needed a stronger tier 1 to deal with that harass. I'm not sure. It was really cool what he did when when eMaLfan was pushing down there with all those militia and stuff to pull all those creeps out onto his army as he was running down. That was really cool. It was a really good move, but ultimately it wasn't quite enough. As we did see, it was almost enough. I mean, eMaL came really close to winning that game. I gotta say, I feel like because if he had managed to push off that attack, I mean, I'm not saying he would have. I guess I did just say he would have won, but he came really close to at least keeping the game at tier 2 and pushing off that tower tower attack. There was that one guard tower that went up, and that guard tower did a lot of damage throughout the course of its history or life, whatever you want to call it. But it was like it was so close. But I don't know. But anyway, so that's game 2. And if you'd like to watch game 1, if you missed that, you can click right here. If you'd like to watch game 3, you can click right over here, and I will see you guys there, hopefully.